in the summer, plays it to Hummels, his centre-back partner. On it comes, and one of the new signings in the summer, Turkish international Salih Özcan, plays the ball to the left. Watch out for Rafael Guerreiro, their attacking, very offensive Portuguese left-back. But Dortmund have played it back into their own half. Emre Can on the ball, base of midfield, curls a pass out to the Belgian. Thomas Meunier on the right, left-footed ball from him, just looking for the little run forward from Giovanni Reina. The 19-year-old American. Ake is able to clear it up the left-hand touchline for Manchester City, and De Bruyne there first. Plays the ball back to Cancelo. Seemed to be caught late there as he got his pass away. And Manchester City get the free kick. Dion Dublin.
Yeah, not panicking again in that left-back spot. Nice little break down the right-hand side for Dortmund. The ball was just tried to play in behind Cancelo. He cut it out and they started to play again. Played 2 or 3 triangles, not rushing it forward into Haaland's feet. Picking their passes, taking their time. And again, City get the ball in the middle of the park and Dortmund just retreat to it's like a 4-5-1 at the moment.
Hand clapping in unison now. Looks like a big stage show away to our right-hand side from the Dortmund fans. Cancelo trying a clever one with the outside of his right foot. The pass is cut out by Meunier. Jude Bellingham on the ball for Dortmund, wide on the right-hand side. Cancelo is able to win it off him. Grealish feeds it infield to Gundogan. Haaland gets involved. Little first-time layoff to Grealish, as has been the case this season. He's not going to have too many touches of the ball, Erling Haaland, but they are often incredibly decisive ones. Arkadiusz Milik, I see, has scored early for Juventus against Benfica this evening. That in Group H in the Champions League. John Bennett was telling us, of course, Max Allegri under a bit of pressure. The Juve boss, Juve 1, Benfica 0. Floated ball away to the right, doesn't find Mahrez from Cancelo. And out it goes for a throw into Dortmund.
Yeah, it does feel as though Dortmund have kind of sort of allowing City to have the ball, and when they get it, try and break. It's so the way when you're playing against City, whether it's in the Premier League or in European football, allowing City to have it's a dangerous game to play and absorb pressure. Can they do it tonight? How long can they do it for? That's the question.
Manchester City 0, Borussia Dortmund 0. You're listening to it live from inside the stadium on BBC Radio 5 Live, also available on the BBC Sounds app as always. Dortmund, slow build-up from them inside their own half. Hummels, the ball just got away from him a little there, has to stretch to play the next ball. Floats a pass to the right. Dortmund have kept it. Bellingham with a short pass wide to Reina on that right-hand side for Dortmund. Back it comes to Schüller, the giant German international centre-back. He's got it again. Haaland just hoves into view. Forward it goes to Reina. Royce makes the run beyond Ake. Ake at full stretch, gets a foot on the ball. He's only half stopped the Dortmund attack. Now the cross comes in. Former Dortmund man Akanji heads it away. There's Özcan, who flicks the ball with the outside of his right foot, hoping that a teammate might be there in the right wing position, but it's only Grealish who is there. Grealish is tackled, but he's fouled in the left-back position, and Manchester City get a free kick. It's 0-0.
Yeah, lovely ball by Schüller down the right-hand side, and then I think he says Özcan down the right-hand side, and it's a great ball, and it's just not enough. His teammate is in the centre. Modeste is there, just didn't reach him. Good bit of defending from Ake. When they do get a chance to test this City defence, they have to test them every opportunity.
Short sleeve shirts all round for the Manchester City players, I note, apart from the goalkeeper Ederson, who's a vision in sort of black currant this evening. White number 31 on his back, black gloves on his hands. Plays the ball to Manuel Akanji. So Akanji and Ake, the centre-back pairing for Manchester City. Ball is played back to Ederson as I speak. Another goal at Carrow Road, Sahel Sai.
A second for Norwich and a second for Pukki, Alistair. It's Norwich 2, Bristol City 0, put through by Aaron Ramsey. One-on-one with the goalkeeper, and Pukki wasn't going to miss. Norwich 2, Bristol City 0.
I think I'm right in saying if Norwich get the win, get to within a point of the leaders Sheffield United this evening. So Norwich going well, Ipswich Town going well as well in League One.
I heard Norwich, I didn't hear the other team say it.
I knew you might say that. Gundogan plays the ball to Akanji. It's Dion Dublin with us. He played a bit of football at Carrow Road in his time here on 5 Live this evening. Lots of Manchester City possession. Stones to Rodri, into Gundogan in the centre circle in his luminous yellow boots. Back to Akanji inside the Manchester City half, knocking pass after pass together at the moment, getting Borussia Dortmund moving around, probing for the spaces. Rodri opens the play up, but he's miscued his pass. It's gone behind Cancelo. John Stones looks frustrated with that on his right-hand side as well. Dortmund get the throw.
Yeah, I think it was a pass that Rodri didn't really need to make from the centre of the pitch out to the left-hand side. Cancelo was trying to run inside Grealish, inside the right-back, but it just didn't pay off.
Chan intercepts a pass from Gundogan, immediately plays the ball forward. It's the German skipper Marco Reus with the shaven head who's onto it first. It comes wide to Reina. Guerrero makes the run on the outside, wide on the left. City 0, Dortmund 0. Rangers and Napoli goalless. Chelsea and Salzburg also goalless. Heading to both grounds for updates shortly. Next break in play, I think. In this one, still City 0, Dortmund 0. Hummels across the halfway line to Schüller. Schüller to Meunier. He's forced back into his own half again. Haaland jogging towards Schüller. Schüller plays the ball beyond him. Bellingham on the turn for Dortmund. Doesn't see any option forward, so plays back into his own half again. Cross it comes to Hummels. Hummels plays it up to Salih Özcan, and Özcan floats one out to the right, and it's too far for Meunier. He sticks both hands up, catches it as it goes out of play. Let's go to Stamford Bridge for the first time since the game's kicked off this evening. John Southall.
Evening, Ali. Chelsea 0, Salzburg 0. Very price start from Chelsea. They're playing three at the back. Reece James is the right wing back. Raheem Sterling on the left, playing very high up the pitch. 1/2 chance. Aubameyang hooked a shot over from the right of the area. Chelsea 0, Salzburg 0.
Thank you, John. Norwich leading Bristol City 2-0 then, and Luton leading Coventry 2-1 in the Championship. West Brom Birmingham kicking off at 8:15. You can hear the rhythmic drum beat coming from the Borussia Dortmund section as Manchester City almost play their passes to the beat. Grealish to Rodri. Rodri, scoop pass out to the right. Pinpoint perfect for Mahrez. Low ball back into Stones. Rodri in the middle of the Dortmund half onto Cancelo. Now Grealish might fancy a little dribble here. Hair flowing, teases the defender. Tries to work it through to Haaland. Couple of defenders around him immediately. And Bellingham is able to half clear it for Dortmund, but only as far as Cancelo. Bit of skill from the Portuguese on the left, still going into the area on the byline, looking for the cutback. And eventually the flag goes up for offside or goal kick.
I think it's goal kick.
Goal kick. The ball went behind the dead ball line.
Great bit of skill though. Great bit of skill from Cancelo down the left-hand side. He's only about 10 yards away from the corner flag, and he's trying to weave his way through. And the ball just goes, yeah, we're just seeing it on the screen there. The ball just goes out of play. But again, Haaland was getting across his man into the near post.
As always, City 0, Dortmund 0. Dortmund have taken the goal kick short. Back to the goalkeeper, Meyer. Meyer with his left foot clears it out to the right. Ball is brought infield, back to the goalkeeper it comes. He just whips one with his right foot out to Guerrero. Now Guerrero's under pressure from Mahrez here, and Mahrez has won it off him. Mahrez gets past the first challenge from Hummels, can't get past the second one from Guerrero. De Bruyne makes the block on the clearance, and the ball goes out for a throw to Borussia Dortmund.
I'm just watching Pep Guardiola here. They got out of a tight situation from a goal kick. He got out to the right back and he wasn't happy, threw his arms in the air as if to say, Cancelo, get closer, I don't want to see teams getting out.
Hummels has just opened the space up for Dortmund now. He's found Meunier on the right hand side, who's running the ball out of his own half, plays it to Reus. It slows down a little. Bellingham and now Chan on the ball. High pass to the left. Guerrero cushions it to Özcan, but it goes out for a throw. Let's get to Ibrox, get the latest on that game. Rangers Napoli in the Champions League this evening. Gavin
Rangers 0, Napoli 0 at the moment, and very easy. It could have been a perfect start for Rangers, and Alfredo Morelos having it across inside the first minute. It just flashed wide, and right before you came to me, Scott Arfield with a shot just outside the box, forcing a great save from the Napoli goalkeeper. 0-0 at Ibrox.
Yeah, incredible home record in European competition over the last few seasons. Rangers, heavy defeat in the first game against Ajax. Sounds like they've started well tonight though. City 0, Dortmund 0 here at the Etihad. The ball's with Rodri, 30 yards from goal. Pass out to the right, chested down by Mahrez, straight onto the left boot, and starts to dart in towards that Dortmund penalty area. The pass is blocked, it comes back to him, he rolls it back to Stones. Stones back out to Mahrez on the right, back to Stones again, just toing and froing here. Dortmund holding the defensive position. Mahrez looking to drop the shoulder and make a break. Back to Stones, curling ball to the far post, just over Haaland's head. You heard the gasp from the Manchester City fans. They thought he might get on the end of it. Gundogan now, curling ball to Mahrez, down by the byline, chips across to the far post, and Haaland was looking to attack it again. And eventually, Anthony Modeste, the centre forward, is back there to clear it for Dortmund.
Yeah, everything's coming down the right-hand side for City at the moment. Get the ball to Mahrez. You know, De Bruyne makes that run in behind the defenders. It leaves space. He rolls it back to Stones. It's a lovely little cross again by Stones into a dangerous area.
Here's Özcan for Dortmund to Reina. Reina just beats Ake to the ball, plays it back to the 19-year-old Jude Bellingham, who did the talking for Borussia Dortmund in the press conference ahead of the game, and was saying that everyone in the city of Birmingham would certainly be supporting Dortmund this evening, but he couldn't speak for the rest of the country.
19.
19.
Wow. What a player.
Nearly at 20 England caps. I imagine we'll probably be watching him in the World Cup later on this year, and there he is. Look at that with a searching pass with his left foot. Guerrero at full speed cuts in from the left-hand side. He's got Stones backpedaling, finds Özcan onto his right foot. Good shot. Ederson catches the ball with both hands and makes it look a relatively easy save.
Yeah, I think he anticipated that. I think Özcan dropped his right shoulder, came in on his right, tried to curl it in the top corner, and it was read by Ederson. It was a very, very good strike as well, but he got there early, the keeper.
Encouraging signs for Dortmund there. 15 minutes gone. Manchester City 0, Borussia Dortmund 0. Mahrez looking to flick one with the outside of his left boot. Guerrero half blocks it, goes out for the Manchester City throw. That's in front of the Dortmund manager, Edin Terzic, 39-year-old, who is now the full-time manager, having replaced Marco Rose at the start of this season. Has previously done the job on a caretaker basis. Mahrez, there's space here for Grealish on the left-hand side. He's one-on-one with Meunier into the penalty area, onto the right foot. Shot hits Meunier. The ball spins straight up in the air. Gundogan is underneath it, tries to backheel it to Grealish, and it goes behind for a Manchester City corner.
I think Grealish there possibly telegraphed what he wanted to do. He dropped his left shoulder, tried to come in on his right. Lots of space going down his left shoulder to the touchline. He didn't want it. He wanted to get onto a stronger right. It was blocked. Corner though, lots of players up now for City.
Kevin De Bruyne taking a bit of stick from the Dortmund fans. He's very close to them as he goes over to take the corner for Manchester City from the left. He chips this one in the air to the edge of the penalty area. It's headed away by Meunier. There was obviously a plan, but no one there for City to try and get on the end of it.
Yeah, I think that was it was the wrong club. I don't really want to say that about Kevin De Bruyne, but he picked an 8 iron and he needed a 4.
Yeah, that's why sometimes he gets 7.5 out of 10. Dion, that's the reason, isn't it? De Bruyne, left-footed ball, that was better. Into the near post, Ake attacks it, but the goalkeeper, Alexander Meyer, who's made a much more confident start than actually I saw him make in the game against Copenhagen last week, where he looked a little nervy on his debut for the first team. He's got the ball at his feet. Terzic wants him to play, clips the ball out to the right wing. Meunier plays it back to Süle. Süle down that right-hand touchline. Ake runs forward to win the header for City. Grealish jumps in to win the next challenge. Ake side foots one to Rodri. Rodri quickly across the pitch to the right to Mahrez. Mahrez clips the first-time ball back to Stones. Stones plays across the halfway line to Ake. Borussia Dortmund have every outfield player behind the ball at the moment, and City just come menacingly forward. Akanji to Mahrez, back to Stones. Patient build-up again from the home team. Akanji to Ake. Ake's allowed to creep forward, then he spins a ball in the air. Good flick on one by De Bruyne, controlled on the back heel by Mahrez. Next ball for De Bruyne. Can't quite keep that in to get the cross in on the right. And so the ball is behind for a goal kick. We're going to take to Ashton Gate now. Bit of rugby union. Last World Cup warm-up game. This is England-Wales. It's reached half-time. Sarah Orchard.
Yeah, England 35, Wales 7. 5 tries for England. The pick of the bunch from Ellie Kildunn. Just one for Wales through Gwen Crabb. And yes, as you say, the last chance. 40 minutes left to shine before selection for the World Cup. England 35, Wales 7.
World Cup taking place in New Zealand starts next month. Manchester City 0. Dortmund 0. Almost 20 minutes played. Cross into the City penalty area. Modeste is there. Akanji was fouled though. Modeste gave him a shove trying to get on the end of the cross. Manchester City get the free kick. So Dion, what have you made of the first 20 minutes or so?
I've been pretty pretty calm about the way City have gone about their business. They look in control. But when Dortmund come forward, they do throw players into the box. They do get 3 or 4 yellow shirts in the box there, and Modeste was unfortunate. He gave Ake a little bit of a nudge on that occasion, but he was 6 yards out. Could have had a finish, a free finish if Ake hadn't done his job.
Haaland gets the ball from Ake, away from former teammate Bellingham, outside of his left foot. Good release of the pass to Mahrez. Mahrez cuts in onto that left foot as he loves to do, too far out to shoot. So high, lofted ball to the left, slows it down a bit. Grealish kills the cross in. Mahrez looking to attack it, headed down into the danger zone from the Dortmund point of view. Özcan doesn't take a risk, just poofs it away on the half volley, and it goes out for a throw to City.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad ball actually from Grealish from the left-hand side. In swinging cross again, and Mahrez showed to go across his man. He decided to go behind his man, and the ball just fell short of him.
Still the only goals in the Championship games this evening. Norwich 2-0 up on Bristol City with a couple of early ones in that game, and Luton leading Coventry by 2-1. Crossfield pass this time has gone straight out of play for a goal kick to Dortmund.
Yeah, I think that's the way forward for City. I think if they can move the ball from left to right quicker, then I believe that Dortmund don't really like shuffling the whole pack over to the left-hand side, the whole pack over to the right-hand side. There's always gaps, and City will find those gaps.
Guerrero taking a risk for Dortmund, and Manchester City sensed an opportunity. They chase hard. Rodri tried to knock him off the ball, managed to hold on to it. Mounier wide on the right, plays it back to Süle. Süle and Haaland are probably same height, I think. Haaland is 6'5", something like that. Similar build as well, so that could be a very interesting physical battle tonight. Hummels is out of position on the left, passes forward to Royce. Guerrero chips one for Modeste to chase, and Ake, that's lovely, just glances it off his forehead into the arms of his keeper, and Ederson, good vision there, bowls it out very quickly underarm to Gundogan. Gundogan gets City moving down the left, gives it to Grealish. De Bruyne outside him. De Bruyne with the cross, blocked by Mounier. Manchester City win another corner. From the goalkeeper's arms, Ederson, they're winning a corner within 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah, you will notice that whenever Ederson gets the ball, Gundogan comes alive. Give me the ball, I'll make things happen. The two wingers are spread. Gundogan's in the centre of the park. He's always got an option.
Rotherham 1, Blackpool 0. Rotherham taking the lead in that Championship game this evening. De Bruyne waiting for the whistle here from our referee Daniele Orsato, who's just dealing with a bit of push and shove ahead of the corner in the penalty area. De Bruyne, this one's curling in towards the near post. Meyer opts to punch, no one in front of him. Good distance on it. Cancelo to Gundogan, wide to De Bruyne. De Bruyne with his left foot. This one floated back to the edge of the box, and Mahrez was slightly put off by Süle coming towards him, so didn't make contact with the left-footed effort. Ball is passed up the line towards Chan. Akanji behind him, and Dortmund get the throw just inside their own half on the left.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad ball actually, and Mahrez was winding up with his left foot. Süle just did enough. Just Mahrez had to take his eye off the ball just for a second, and Süle did enough just to put him off.
Midway through the first half, Dortmund had taken the throw. Hummels plays it back to Meyer. Meyer takes one touch. He's not going to take too long with it there because Haaland is close by. Plays it straight to Chan, who gives it immediately back to him. And then Meyer goes longer. Modeste wins the header. Royce will chase, and he's wrestling with Ake. Ake clears. He's fouled as he does so. Manchester City get the free kick. How's life under Graham Potter for Chelsea against Salzburg this evening? John Southall.
Well, it's 0-0, Ali, but it's fascinating to watch, to see how they're trying to play in this formation with the 3 at the back and the 2 wing-backs very high up the pitch. Sterling just opened up for him on the far post, dwelt on it for too long, and his shot was blocked. Chelsea 0, Salzburg 0.
Who's the left wing-back then, John?
So Raheem Sterling's playing well. Right. In a wing-back in name, not much back in it. He's playing very high up the pitch.
Interesting. Grealish playing wide on the left for Manchester City. The pass is behind Haaland. It's still Rangers 0, Napoli 0 in the Champions League as well, if you just tuned in to 5 Live this evening. Ake wins it back for City. Oh, that's brilliant from Grealish. Past Bellingham. Strong challenge on him, but a clean one. Dortmund come away with it. Here's Emre Can, easy to spot, a bit like Gundogan with the jet black hair, slick back, stubbly chin. Royce loses out to Haaland. Gundogan gets it straight back from Grealish. Gundogan chased by Can. And Manchester City have it with Rodri on the halfway line. Here's a rather surprise scorelines league this evening, one of the 8 o'clock kickoffs. Maccabi Haifa 1, Paris Saint-Germain nil. Paris Saint-Germain having beaten Juventus in their opening game in that group. Grealish looking for the cross. Haaland not quite there in time. Sula clears with his right foot on the half volley. Constant Manchester City pressure at the moment. City 0, Dortmund 0. De Bruyne just trying to shake off the attentions of Özcan. Özcan gives him a shovel. John Stones on the move forward, suddenly pops up in space. Roy sees the danger, plays it to Haaland, trying to work it back onto that left foot, and couldn't quite get into position to hit the shot. City
John Stones finding himself forward.
Yeah,
quite a lot. Quite
enjoyed
a lot in that final third.
Akanji's up there now. I mean, the entire City team are high in the Dortmund half at the moment. They've won a throw, looking to make the breakthrough to then try and bring Dortmund out, to try and open up some spaces, to see if Erling Haaland can add to the incredible, astonishing record of 12 goals in his first 7 games, 25 in 20 in the Champions League since he began for Salzburg with a hat-trick against Genk. Cancelo's going to hit one from range, slices it across the face of goal, and behind it goes for a goal kick.
Yeah, if you allow him that kind of space, 25, 30 yards out, Cancelo will take it on the angle. Replay here, just gets the ball rolled to him from Grealish on that left wing, and it's a long way out. If he beats the keeper from there, the manager wouldn't be too happy at all.
Goal kick taken by that goalkeeper, Alexander Meyer, all in dark green for Dortmund. De Bruyne closes down the clearance from Mats Hummels. Hummels, 33 years old, World Cup winner, 5 Bundesliga titles to his name with Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Has never won this competition. Beaten finalist he was for Dortmund under Jurgen Klopp at Wembley 2013, the all-German final when Jupp Heynckes' Bayern side won it by 2-1. Bellingham striding forward down the right for Dortmund. They've not done too much attacking, but when they've had the opportunity, they do get the numbers forward. They do offer a threat.
Yeah, they do. And
floated ball to Modeste. Beyond Modeste, easy for Ederson.
Yeah, I think Bellingham there, if he had a look to his left, there was a 4-on-2. Yellow shirts moving forward. City had to race back. Recovery runs in a straight line, which was good to see. But there was a moment there when they were in, actually, Dortmund.
Dion Dublin with us at the Etihad Stadium. We're into the last 20 minutes of the first half. Manchester City 0, Borussia Dortmund 0. Akanji, Swiss centre-back, who another one signed from Dortmund this summer, making his second appearance for City this evening. It's wide with Grealish. Grealish cuts in from that left flank. Ball tied to his right foot. He's got Cancelo on the left. Cancelo with Meunier in front of him, just shy of the corner of the Dortmund penalty area. Now back to Akanji. Pep Guardiola patiently stroking his chin in his black polo neck as he watches the action. Here's Rodri. Pass up the middle this time. Come on, City is the chant that starts to ring around the stadium. They're wanting a little more urgency, the home fans here. Akanji, 10 yards inside the Dortmund half. Rolls it across to Rodri. Grealish in a lot of space wide on the left. Rodri decides not to go there. Comes back to Ake instead. Ake in the centre circle. Spots a little space himself. Toes it forward. Makes about 7 or 8 yards, then plays it to Akanji, and City come all the way back to Ederson in the end.
Dortmund are doing well, actually. They're doing really well. Like I said, you've got Bellingham and Emre Can just sitting on the toes. You've got the 2 centre-halves as well. You know, Hummels and Sula are just that 4 players around Erling Haaland. That's why De Bruyne is going in to try and make a second striker.
Long ball from Ederson was aimed at De Bruyne. He couldn't keep it in. He got his head to it, but he was already over the touchline. Dortmund have taken the throw. We'll take you back to Ibrox in a second. Rangers playing Napoli tonight, but City have some defending to do. And Reina was fouled there. Yeah, he was nudged by Cancelo, knocked off balance, and this is an attacking set piece for Borussia Dortmund, because the free kick is 7 or 8 yards in from the left-hand touchline, about 35 yards from the City goal, and you can already see the centre-forward Anthony Modeste very interested, standing on the edge of the City box. At the moment, City are holding an extremely high line, about 7 or 8 yards beyond the edge of their penalty area.
He's tall, isn't he? Tall and imposing. He stands out. Centre-halves have gone up as well.
23 goals for Cologne last season, Anthony Modeste. Signed to replace the replacement, really. Sebastian Haller unavailable at the moment. He was signed to replace Haaland. Royce's free kick into the edge of the area. Akanji wins the header. Dortmund get the next ball. Reina with another cross into that City penalty area. Slightly miscued clearance by Mahrez, but it ends up at the feet of Gundogan. Gundogan plays a long ball downfield, and De Bruyne, with the arms pumping, chases this all the way through, and then Maya very coolly waits for him, chips it over his head, finds Guerrero on the left, and Dortmund come again. And Guerrero continues to run forward, but it's Özcan on the ball at the moment, sliding into section from Gundogan. Ederson wants to keep that in. Does he do so? No, it's gone behind for a corner. Let's get to Ibrox quickly then, and Gavin Wallace.
Rangers 0, Napoli 0. Barisic just with a couple of minutes ago with a pinpoint cross. James Tavernier was first on the scene. His header was saved well. Napoli showing some great quality on the ball, but at the moment Rangers the happier. 0-0 at Ibrox.
I can tell you that Rangers women, though, have scored this evening. 8 o'clock kick-off against Partick Thistle. Partick 0, Rangers 1. And Glasgow City in the 7 o'clock kick-off 4-0 up against Hibs in the Scottish Women's Premiership. Corner for Dortmund. Deep one towards the far post. Clears everyone. Cancelo ducks underneath it. And behind it goes for the Manchester City goal kick. Sohail Sahi is seeing the goals this evening at Carrow Road.
Yeah, plenty of them here, Alistair. It's Norwich City 2 now, Bristol City 1. So Bristol City back in the game. A cross from the left, and Tommy Conway with a header 6 yards away. We're approaching half-time. It's Norwich City 2, Bristol City 1.
So latest in the Champions League games this evening, the games with goals in the 8 o'clock kickoffs. Juventus with the early lead against Benfica. They lead 1-0, and Maccabi Haifa in that group 1-0 up against Paris Saint-Germain. Here on 5 Live and BBC Sounds, half an hour played at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City 0, Dortmund 0. Feels like a game I've watched a lot of times at this stadium, Dion.
Absolutely. And watching John Stones playing the majority of the game in midfield. As he gives the ball away, I was just about to say he's looking very comfortable in midfield.
He's back from injury. Kyle Walker's still out. Aymeric Laporte is on his way back. Those are the two absentees for Manchester City this evening. I think Pep Guardiola just trying to encourage a bit of urgency, the hands clapping together, and then suddenly that turns to shoulders slumping, head drooping and spinning on his heel because he didn't like the press. And now Dortmund away down the right-hand side, and Manchester City under pressure. If Dortmund can find Modeste in the middle, the cutback is behind Bellingham and Modeste. Reina can't get there, and Rodri is back to tidy it up for Manchester City. Can they turn it into a threatening counter-attack? Mahrez has dwelt on it. He's been knocked over. City get the free kick. Rodri to take it quickly, but the referee is going to force him back. The delayed kick-off of the Hawthorns. Birmingham 1-up away to West Bromwich Albion in the Midlands derby. Scott Hogan with the goal. City have now taken the free kick. City 0, Dortmund 0. Gundogan to Grealish. Grealish running at Mounier. Onto his right foot, wants to hit that shot. Bellingham this time makes the block. Corner for Manchester City. Deal.
Yes, look at the target there. Grealish, he's in the box. He's about 5 yards away from the corner of the 6-yard box as well. And this is less than I think it's Mounier just leaves him, and Bellingham has to come across and block the shot. He's got all the goal to hit there. Grealish has stuck in one of the corners. Good chance.
De Bruyne getting ready to take another corner for Manchester City. Left arm up in the air. I think complaining that Giovanni Reina is not full 10 yards and wants that dealt with in case he's going to go short to Gundogan. He's decided against that, I think. A couple of steps to the ball, low one into the near post, headed away by Modeste. Only as far as Cancelo. Rangers women have a second goal tonight. Partick Thistle 0, Rangers 2 in the Scottish Women's Premiership. Norwich 2, Bristol City 1 is a half-time scoreline in the Championship, as is Millwall 0, QPR 0, City 0, Borussia Dortmund 0. Here comes Grealish again, tries to go on the outside, cross in this time. Couldn't find Haaland. John Stones in an attacking position just outside the box, heads it to his right. Mahrez does really well to keep that in. He's chased by a couple of Dortmund defenders. Plays it back to Akanji. De Bruyne runs towards Akanji and plays the 1-2, and Akanji with his right foot side fronts one across to Nathan Ake, wearing number 6 for Manchester City. Grealish hugging the touchline on the left, takes the pass from Ake, draws a couple of defenders, back he comes to Rodri. Dortmund defence is holding firm at the moment, because in terms of clear-cut chances, we've not I've not really seen anything.
No. And even though City have had, just over 60% of possession. Possibly the best half chances have come for Dortmund if they could have picked the right pass.
Now that's nice turn from Haaland. Thought he might hit one there instead. He opens the play out to the left. Grealish onto the right foot into the penalty area. Again hits that shot. Again it's blocked. And again it's a Manchester City corner.
Yeah, that's the third time now Grealish has done that. And then great lovely turn from Haaland, centre of the pitch. Everybody thought he was going to go on his just to the left foot. Turn on his right shoulder, play it out to Grealish. He had a one-on-one. Good defended.
Corner goes short this time to Cancelo. His ball into that penalty area. Bellingham on his knees, chests it away. City try and win it back on the edge of the box. That's a foul by Rodri on Nicolas Schüller, who doesn't need a second invitation to hit the deck. He was fouled. Free kick Dortmund at the half-time of the Championship. Luton 2, Coventry 1, Rotherham 1, Blackpool 0. Not heard much from Aaron Paul yet this evening. Watching Reading Sunderland, Aaron.
Yeah, Reading 0, Sunderland 0, 10 to the break, Ali. I was going to tell you Taylor boredom, because up until a few minutes ago we hadn't seen an effort on goal, but just now Reading have had a chance. Mamadou connecting well with Junior Hoylett's corner, the header, well saved by the Sunderland goalkeeper Anthony Patterson. Sunderland with the majority of possession, it remains though. Reading 0, Sunderland 0.
Fourth against 10th as the game's kicked off this evening. That one. And Norwich leading Bristol City 2 at half-time, moving to within a point if they win the game of Sheffield United at the top of the table, who were 1-0 winners away to Swansea last night. Coventry 2-1 down at Luton, of course, bottom of the Championship table at the moment. Grealish back to Cancelo. Cancelo to Ake as Manchester City start the patient build-up again. Ake turns and comes back to the goalkeeper.
I mean, just after having a report there from Aaron, I mean, they were in again. Modest's last touch is good. I think it was Özcan that was running off him, and it's just that last little bit for Dortmund at the moment. If they pick the right pass, they're going to go ahead if they pick that right pass, because when they go forward, yellow shirts